like a good start. Start with an easy one. Right, I wanted to do some of these just to get some practice with some shapes, so I'm not going to look at this for now. Get into a point here, and let's just quickly test. I want to record this straight. Okay. Okay. Start with this circle. So I'm looking to Okay, then I can tighten them. That. That's a check. Excuse me. Series of this I'm going to collect. It's interesting. It makes me wanna. Let's just see. Just apply this as well. To do the same to the bottom. Set minus. Make this half. Check. I can have this the same protrusions applied to the underside as well. This was an interesting sketch, but these little sort of corner little chamfers are cool. So now I'm going to apply this. Oh. But I think you know what, let me just remove but it probably matters to because I just do that. Let's bring it. Just I need it has to be a very shallow bevel. Okay, so let's make it this one. And make these 60, and I'll make this one 120. just to start breaking the symmetry really early. Okay, so now introduce some matter. Cursor. Yeah, today I don't want to put too much pressure on anything because that's when things can go wrong and I'm just overthinking things. But I am not going to rush jumping into a design. For now, it's just exploring my references, building stuff based on it. Kind of like what I do for I think the MDP series is a good sort of indication of how I want to take this. So I'm just exploring each section. I did find the full version of the video for Ross-Hime's Omni Wrist, and it is really damn cool. I think I left a link in the description to the website, but if you look for the Omni Wrist II and you find the full-length video, there's a whole bunch of cool stuff, and then towards the middle towards the end there's a simplified version of it, which is so damn cool, and you can see the really simplified version of the concept, because this is very stylistic, but this one is more like the principal version of the mechanism. It's so simple. So you can see at every sort of corner, junction and turn there's a double triple joint that rotates on multiple axes. So it rotates there, and then there's another rotation there that joins to that one, which has another rotation there. Rigging that would be really interesting, but for now I just want to focus on today's purely just building out as many of these as I can, not even applying my shapes to it. It's just finding my way around it, seeing what I sort of like do with it, and then only later on will we start styling them. I think that'll just be the low pressure version of what I do today. So right now I'm just putting creating many sort of possible locations to have these so this one for instance would be joined. Like I would join these into like a L-shaped sort of setup. But I think what I want to put these all over the place, and then I'll figure out what I want to do. Like I want to iterate on these, but for now we're just building the base one. I think that's just a better way that I can do this. I'm pretty sure there's a way with notes that I could have just distributed these, but I like the manual way. Don't. Okay, so that's that. So then it carves and which will be fine. That's doable. I have a feeling here that we might. I'm interested to see. If I just move this. Ooh, yes. So what is this? Side. Oh, it's these. These are the issue. Something I've learned over time is that it's not the main shape. So I don't know, I've done that. I should lift you. And then this I can drop. Ideally here too. Okay. Ooh. SHILLSTREAM is in, so let's see if I can get away with that. Okay, so 3, and then we're just gonna so that's cut too deep there. Give me what I want there, but which means this needs to be cool. No, it's far from the floor. Take this older out, that doesn't need to be. Okay, so then this, actually maybe this should be. Okay. I think I need to pause recording in a sec. Yep. This I'm happy with. Although I think I don't want the curve. So let's do this. 5. So solid 18 minutes. I'm happy with that. So I just need to save this now and read out because I have a feeling that I'm not going to have enough memory to carry on with this, even though I think this worked out really nicely. Just need to check it. Oh, 1.2 gigs is not too bad. Let's just have a look to see. I think it's looking good. Let's actually test out to see how long it probably takes to render things out in live. I think I might as well just add that to the process as well. So let's see, because now then it'll give me a very good idea of how far I can actually take these streams. If it's too heavy on the machine while streaming, then I won't do these. Ask better. Wow, that's a full minute. Looking for the point where I hit spacebar. Because while this is rendering, I want to look at the next shot. Okay. This will be where the clip ends. And so this is VO2 of the first chunk. Take the encoder to 0. 1. See how it goes. So it's probably the biggest chunk I've rendered like in a long time. Like I really ever let it go on a model for such a long stretch. But initially it's saying it's going to take about 10 minutes, but that does change. You can probably hear my machine. Anyway. Yeah, we're just going to let it go. So now, wrong window. Just want to see, I want to select the next angle to, okay, so got that selected. Let's see. Okay, so I need to make this needs to be smaller. And let's do that. Press it to selected. And then press not the light one. And then we're just going to zoom in a little. I want to focus in on this area. Camera as well. Let's turn it off. think that would be a nicer view. A little bit. I wanna widen this because that's really cool. But it's sticking out a bit. The chamfer ignores it, and then there's a huge sort of dig into that. I also think these need to be bigger. So that's stuff I can do. Let's just zoom in. Actually, let's set these as the focus. That's the one. So we've got a lot we can work with it because we're starting from this angle and then we can spin all the way half around for like a few minutes before we need to worry about changing angles. So I think that's nice and set up. Just gonna see. I'm interested to hear like what my computer sounds like. Or you can actually hear me because that's something. Okay, you can. Showing the levels. It's such a fight with this thing before. Next thing, just need to check. Okay, so it is going to be about 10 minutes, I think, but I'd rather do that way. It can be like a really long stream. Then I can get a lot done rather than just sort of cutting it to an hour and a half. I'd rather just go as long as I can go. In the meantime, I can just have a look at this. Okay, so my plan now is to see. I wanted to do a big one here, but the big one's there. But I want to make it a double. So I'll probably double these in size. No, but I gotta watch though that no, but I can just use one of these and just copy it over. That would be cool. Yeah, maybe just do two big ones, or do one pill. Because what it could be, I can just have them coming straight off of that, and then there, so straight onto that. This one might need to be, okay, that can be the pill. These can be two separate ones, and then this needs to be a big one. I think that's the better bet, is that that's the big one. Even though these are essentially the same size. Maybe that's my mistake, is that these are too small. But I do know that the joints will happen straight off. Maybe a shampoo, whatever, but I'm going to do them straight on. I'm also really liking them. Yeah, there's room to hollow here. Because it doesn't need to be like that. Would be cool. It's gonna be a good move. I think these definitely need to double in size. Older. These need to double in size. And be that's gonna quadruple in size. Double in size. And this will double, and then I'll join it into a pill. Okay, then I want to see if I can just chamfer it out a bit there as well. So this shape that it has here, I'm going to do a cut like that, and just like sort of really minimize how much material there is to also express these elements as well. So right now it's looking chunky, but that's going to get whittled down. This part will get useful, I'm not sure, but I think that's why I'm adding so many possible connections, because they can always be closed off then reopened later. I just need to be careful how I manage that. That's the other downside to having such a long recording, is that it takes a while to record. So I just need to watch how long I record for. But if it's working, it's working. Two minutes. One thing I haven't captured here is that chamfer. Well, I started, but I mean, I can do better. Okay, so there's quite a bit to do in this one. Fill these up, use that chamfer, and then start carving. So I'll give it a bit of space off of this, and then I'll just immediately start carving. But for the most part, I think this will be fine. This was selected. Maybe 13 minutes in. See if there's something I can borrow from you. Oh, love that. See, yeah, that's where that pill shape is coming from. So you're getting that nice sort of, see, also got that countersunk sort of chamfer there. I love these sort of painted shapes. So beautiful. That's exactly okay. So I need big, deep chamfers too. So I'm wondering how I'm gonna. What I can do is cut this. Okay, what I should do is I should make a copy of this. Oh, I've got the time. At this stage, I decide to come back to this. Okay, that's the video done. It's a chunky one. It's chunky. It's looking nice. Let me show it just for the record. Stream. Let's add video. Let's call it video preview. hang of this. I'm getting the hang of this. This is page. No. Is there a reason why it's not showing? It's so weird, it's not showing up in my... Oh, hold on. Cancel this and then try again. That's not correct. There we go. Video. Okay. This is what it's looking like so far. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these ones as yet because there's going to be a lot of these. Where I stopped. Yeah. There it is. It's a good start to this. Okay, so now let's get into. Now I can delete that other video, the recording, and free up some space because 1.2 gigs is a lot. Okay, maybe we're gonna repeat the process. Check. Yes. Okay, now I record. I think I had the small one. Fine if it's not. Okay, so we said the first thing we're going to do is we're going to double these in size. Done individually. Too chunky. Chunky. So yeah, that's too much. That's better. So this needs to become about that here. This buys me room because then these can now be edges, and then these can just be that's fine. These can drop. I will take this one. This one needs to be different. To do a bit more. It's giving exactly what I'm after, but that's what I'm after. Doesn't look nice now, but because once I start to bevel those, then I think I have to take that really beautiful slick shape. Now I just want to make sure that my cuts are okay. So now just want to make sure. Alright, this is the reason. It's interesting and fun there. Actually, let's do that. Actually, Okay. Interesting. So. Let's do a cut then. See if I can. The thing is though, is that not like this. I do like that angle cut there. And what does this mean? That I can we do need to lower it down. And then what is that? What this does mean now is that I should yes, success. And then probably do the same with this one. So that the but I'm wondering if this is not like a pull opportunity on these ones where they're separate now and they join up at the bottom into one. That's why I'm asking. I don't know why I ask. So I'm just going to this down. And then what I'll do now, I just want to see not this one. Join. Nope. Yeah, I guess they don't have to be super perfect. I think for now, that'll at least give me a guide as to where I want to take that. And, what I can do here is I can see what I haven't also done is play with these for a while. Because I don't want to be touched. Just don't touch. What I can do here. This one. Okay, good sounds. I really like that though. What do they do in those cavities? So it just brings something inside. There's like an arbitrary sort of flattening. I'll say arbitrary, it's probably has its, but that's where I think maybe flatten it out here. All I can do that. Too small. And I think I need, okay, so it needs to be no. Down. Oh, it's just that other piece that's what I'm after. Okay, and this. Okay, so then this is that vacuum. That's going to be really nice. Higher or lower? Yeah. Okay, let's just have a look at what we have so far. Okay. This. Yeah. Okay. So what I can do here. If these, no, they probably shouldn't be. Do you think I need? I need to do that now. I think what I should do is I should start like solidifying these now. And then I'll start. 17 minutes. That's going. Let's just see what we can. Right, okay. I wanna sort of bring this one down now in terms of back upside down. Yeah, not much has been done to it upside down, so I need to continue to carve because all of these cool details I can apply later. I just want to make sure that this shape has been tended to. So now I think the big thing I need to do is my big zoom out center. I'm going to move. So now I'm going to flip it upside down and do the same work to that, because maybe whatever I'm stuck with on this side, solves itself when I'm addressing the other side. Because right now I feel like I don't, whatever else I add to this is just not going to work. So I think just giving some attention to the underside is going to help resolve the overall problem. Right, get this selected. Check what that's looking like. Nice and clean. I have a feeling this is going to be like one of my sort of like older school or long videos, but it'll be interesting to see how I make it work there. I'm not sure how. I don't know. I don't think this turnaround format works as well in that speed, in that long form, but we'll see. Might be a series of shorter videos, part one, part two, or who knows. But that will be the challenge. I can also just make it fatter. I do know that what I want to do is I'm not sure what I could do here, but I would definitely like it to be as trim as it is here. Maybe what I end up doing is just I don't know how I do it though, is making the one side, making this side wider, chamfer wider. But we'll see. I don't want to force that yet. It can do solid elements. I just need to also just get used to like it being okay for some pieces to have nothing, some pieces to just be solid. But what I would love though is I would love for this cut to carry on. You know, I would love for that cut to echo. Actually, maybe yeah. What I'll do, I'll see what else. Let me just tend to the underside first, and then I'll come back to it. But my want is for this cut to be mirrored. Maybe to like a point there. So this might have something to do with it, but I don't want to add too many crazy new angles that aren't referenced anywhere else. I'm listening to the levels. Thank goodness it's only picking up my voice. Cool. 1 more minute. Oh, 2 more minutes. I'll get to see the flip. I do. I started also streaming the next MDP Mini. I stream it on my Patreon, which is the stream itself when it's live is free. So it's probably going to be the same time I started this stream, but on Wednesday. And then once the stream is done, it becomes a paid members only stream. So if you're interested in seeing that being set up like I'm doing with this one, then you can have a look at my Patreon and just have a look at that there. You can join it so you get the notification as a free member. You don't have to be signed on to catch it live. I just figured that can be for everyone there, just to get some activity happening there too. Because I need to grow that Patreon. Because I'm not seeing myself being monetized on YouTube anytime soon, so I need to put a bit more effort onto that side as well. So it's going to be interesting trying to juggle two. I'm thinking about adding a third project, so it's like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and each one of those days has its own project. But I just want to get these two projects down and get used to doing it in this format before I introduce a third. Because I know I'm going to be working on this one for a while. Like I'm looking at adding some new pieces, because I know I'm only working on like one big hero model project, but if I can get lots of new pieces, that would be great. And I'm thinking this is going to be one of them. Whether or not it ends up being part of that big model, I don't know. I think for now I just want to get used to this process. I just want to get used to this process, and once I've got that down, once it's like second nature, then I'll have a look at what I've made and then decide based on that. I think that's the better approach, rather than trying to be too efficient with what I'm making. Just make, and then once I'm happy with what I have, then I can look at that again and see what I'm getting. It's so funny, like I really, like, you probably can't, can you see these? Also, yes you can. These little devil horns are so cool for some reason, and I don't know why. I know it has a lot to do with the scales of the first cut and the second cut being different. I don't know, that's really cool for me. That's such a cool detail. Even that was cool. It's just a matter of how it cuts there. Yeah, man, it is looking like how I want it to look. Okay, so I'm not going to do any more pauses on that. I'm just going to render it in the background, and we'll just carry on from there. But just to give a sense, like that was pretty much real time. How it goes when I'm making these is that it's just model for a bit, render it, inspect, move on. And now I'm just gonna knock out as many as I can, because it's really nice. It's about 1.5 gigs every time. This is 1.4. And then we're just going to do I'm going to try to do some short shots. For now, we do the fun one, which is flipping the model. Okay, so let's do that check. I'm gonna hit minimize this. Record. Stuff. RY180. Now we're just playing with these. So this. I'm just tuning that and just stop. Good. It's not gonna. Okay, this one needs to stay. To check. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. When in doubt, chamfer. Chamfer that bitch. Thanks. Okay, maybe I should. Maybe this is one I can. It is looking a mess. Let me hide these for now. Because they're a little distracting. I think I'm going to leave it. This. Okay, let's see what it looks like when it was. Yeah, see, nothing happens there. It needs to be in there, and then I know that I'm eventually going to join. Actually, maybe not. I'm just wrong. I'm talking. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Yes, okay. See, what's funny is that I'm already seeing this piece here doing this weird thing. Do you see this little bump here that's just there for no reason? I don't know. I think I can work that in, even though that's gonna probably flatten into it. So I'm not too worried. This is what I'm after. That everywhere. So that's okay. So I've got this piece. First one, and then that's this one. Now I just need this one copied. We should do something this side. Now do that. I said this one. Local one. Let's see. Let's see. Things. Okay. So close. What is happening, however, is showing me that I need to not how are you so unselectable? Not to view at the very least. Yeah, let's just leave it around. Wait, I lost something. Oh, no, I haven't. That's that. I need to use the sharper end. That's what I'm using. Oh, what was that? Yep. Yup. Yup. No. These are plugged together. I mean, cleaner would be nice. that I can flatten out and clean up. More what I was looking for. So there's going to be a lot of. I'll bring this down to that level. Yeah. So I think I said one of these needs to be like these two. See, I don't have to stick to that pattern now, so I think let me just not restrict myself too much. I then want to make these two really big. I'm gonna do just so this overall becomes a really small part. Like I don't think this needs to be that big. Although I'm seeing now that it's doing exactly what I wanted to do. A lot of this will be just me cleaning it up and doing the refinements on it. Yeah. But for now, I think what I need to do is just focus on so I'm just going to do that. Yeah, I think just something dynamic. I know that I need to. Oh my god, man. Then those two then. Drop that there. Up later. We'll clean it up later. It's giving me the cuts I want at angles I never would have created myself. So maybe that's a win in an exercise. Making it work though is going to be interesting. Okay, so do I want these to be the same? No. Okay, but all in all, I'm really happy with. Actually, well, now I've got to fix the side. Actually, no, I don't. What I need to do now. I really like this shape. I really do. I think it's a great base to start from, and I think this is where I need to start. I think I'm trying to think and talk at the same time. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to, just to sort of cap off today's session, is do the first flattening, where I'm now just applying scales and building it out. while I'm rendering this. Oops. Oh, I locked it. Okay. That solves a very old mystery for me. This is L3. So now some of the fun, challenging parts are what I'm going to work on now, because now I'm going to get an idea of what these shapes are going to look like. Because I definitely do know that I don't want those big grand cuts. Oh, I can just point them. I don't want those. So these, you can see how they're curved. I don't want the curve. I'd rather apply the curve, like, because it's one gradual curve. I'd rather the curve. See, I mean, that's really making quite a difference. Yeah, I'd rather just, yeah. So that needs to be. That's nice. But I'd rather do it like how it's done here, like just the bevel is contained and then it's a straight line, not just a curve. I think that's just going to make life easier down the line, because I don't want those that topology to have to run into anything. I'm really happy with this one. So let's Alt H and let's copy this over 2. Okay. Oh, because they're different orientations. Right. Those orientations aren't applied. Okay, so all of these were hidden except for the bottom one. Gotta keep the continuity. So that was hidden. Okay. Yeah, I'm also not thinking about how these pieces are connecting to that. So a lot of these sort of jagged little pieces I'm seeing I'm going to get smoothed in. Seems like so much work just to go into such a piece that's going to be so simple, but as a process, I like how a lot of it has just been improvised. A lot of it has been improvised. So for me, that's the most important part, is just to be able not to get stuck. I think practicing that has helped a lot, just to keep this fire burning. I don't want to be looking at my references and just copy pasting that. I'd rather just have it organically come from as random a place and subconscious as much as possible. That way. Oh no. What did I do? So my mouse is almost done with the about halfway done. Okay, so when that's done, I'm just okay, now I've got that copy. Let me do save. I'll do the fun part of just collapsing it and joining it into one piece. I've still got those little devil horns. That'll be interesting to do, to sort of figure out. Yeah, I want to keep those. I want to see. I think they're going to be a headache, but they might not be, because these are getting beveled as well. Like all of these are getting beveled. Everything is getting beveled. So let me just select them. More. Check up where I left things. Right, so now the fun part begins in more traditional sense. Okay, so I don't have any of these, which is disappointing. I mean, can if I want. Okay, yeah. Let me not close that door just yet. But that's not the goal. Maybe for the next stream I can do an interpretation from that stage on one of these. But I mean, if I don't need to have it, then I don't want to force it, if that makes sense. But it is nice for these, because I mean, these allow for a concealed nut. I always have these jutting out, and then the nut juts out because I want the nut to be visible. But it might do me some favors to explore that aesthetic. So what essentially that would mean is just taking this, and then doing something like that, and then hollowing that out a bit, because I know that this. Okay, so that'll be that. which is fine. And then that will join into that. So, I mean, it's doable. It's doable. Sounds like we're done. Yep. I think I've decided that these will just be their own little mini series. I'll do this as individuals. There's no point in watching a whole or making an hour-long video of just these little pieces. I'd rather just do them on their own. So if someone doesn't want to watch a stream, they can just watch a 3-4 minute video of making of. I think this will work. Might also try another color for these. There are two colors in the set. There's this green and then there's an orange, which you probably would have seen in the last stream. So what orange looks like for the next one. Okay. Let's get this done. Okay. Okay, so what was the plan here? The plan here was to start collapsing everything, because the first thing I need to do then is keep that size. What do I need to I do need to change angle, so how about a top down? I haven't done those in a long time. Oh, that's cool. What does it look like in the render? Okay, and then let's zoom the camera in. What I want to focus on here. No. I'll have to monitor it. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do one last check on that view. It's funny, I haven't had the issue since, but just the second I stop checking is the second the problem comes back. That's just my juju. And I'm just gonna go. Wow. Oh. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to remove so I need to okay, so now what I need to do is I need to remove vertices. I'm going to do that. I like that. Lighting the edge just to make this you won't even see it there. I think the whole point is just to exercise a bit of restraint there. So I'll leave that. PC set it. Oh, I just forgot to do it. Most part, we're almost there. A nightmare. I just want to make sure that I've got everything. I've covered them. Wait, no, I missed that one. This is the one I missed. I missed it. Okay, now I think I've got the one. What I'm going to do with this? Oh, actually, you know what? No, I didn't know what I'm going to do with it. Something good, I hope. Okay, so now that I've got that sorted, that should be flat. It should be whatever it wants to. Now, where am I? I need to orient myself a bit. Okay, so I'm about to work on this, so I need to zoom in on that. Where is that note? Oh, what are you doing? Done. So you're fine. I'm just doing something funny with the lighting. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna move it a bit. It's the first time I've done this. Okay, how's that look? It's not looking as lit as I'd like it to be. It's not good. I think that I need. How do I solve this? Yeah, I don't want to change the lighting situation too much. Maybe I just need to sort of stomach it for a while. Will do. Let me just do a quick check. Is that I think darker it is, the nicer it ends up being because of the color contrast. This view, it doesn't look too great, but in the rendered view, it looks great. Yep. Okay, so it pops a bit more. So the lighting in this case is actually helping. Some relations here. Okay, so let's camera set. Project is saved and double saved. Need to check camera view. These are on. And let's just select. Okay. So recording, spinning. But I needed to. Actually, no, I didn't. These are just codes I need to tune to myself. So oh, I need to apply this. I'm ready. Start collapsing them. Pow, 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 pow. And we are done. Okay, so now that that's done, now I need to sort of see. Okay, so what I need to do is now just try and journal this. Thankfully, I do have those centers if I need to decentralize them. Now I need to focus on close as it can get. Oh no, that's not it. I think when I apply the mod, it's going to look better. Okay, but this one. Oh, you don't even see it. Let's see. Better just to stop here. Oh, you did see it. Okay, that actually works out better. Okay, so what I'll do then is select. Oh, it's probably cut off because I can see it there. Interesting. I'm not seeing the full view here. That's not good. That's a more honest view of what I'm seeing. Okay, so this is going to be the last sort of bit of today, and then I can clean things up for the next stream. I think really damn happy that this worked out. Just how am I doing this? Okay, I think that's just, you know, how does that look? Okay. As long as it's selected though, I think. Why is it? I'm in the right mode. Why is it not moving? Actually. And then I really don't want to cut it off, but it's I'm going to regret some of these chamfers, but at least I can always scale them down. Okay, I'm happy with that. Okay. Excuse me. Let's just do a memory check. 3.2. Okay, this is definitely one of the last few that I need to do. Okay, what are we doing here? We are going to... Let's actually just see if it's going to work. I don't think it will. Oh. What about... Actually, I can just... No. Aha. Me. Doesn't do... Oh, yes. We got a plan. We got a plan. Got a plan. Okay. I'm going to record on that. Record on that. Save. Save as. To screen test. Yeah. And then we are recording. Difference. I should actually see if it's gonna play nice. Yeah. Oh no, it doesn't. No, I do want to. It should just be something I sort of do a soft bevel there. I should keep that as it is. Okay, I'm happy with that. Then this also now needs to be that joined with. It looks like it's that. Is it? No, it has to be. No, probably it does have to be this one. It solves my problem there. I'm just gonna hope that I figure something out for this junction, or when I do end up joining everything, it just ends up being something else altogether. So let me not stress too much about it. Okay, I don't know why it's doing that, but it is. Okay, I'm not gonna see that, so let's. I guess that's this. Okay, yeah. What's can I do here? I can do anything else. Okay, what I can do is this. Yeah, I can just lower that there. Okay, now I can start having some fun with the these. I'm gonna do. Let's see what. Smaller. So we get to transfer this. Cutting it with this one. These sweeping bevels look so nice. Okay, I have room for one more recording. I just want to fix those openings. Do I have one more recording? Good. Okay, let's do the final one for today. And then I'm going to start rendering these. There's a lot of them. That's good. That lots of angles. Save. Okay. Let's see what happened now. Oh, man. Wait, what? That's so confusing. did get done. What the F? It's just a cut. I don't know what else to do with thing. Okay. Oh no, that's right. They just look like they're not the same size. I don't want to waste more time. Oh, hold on. What the? Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. Not. Oopsie. I have no idea how I missed this. Oh, my devil horns. I had to just go on to the double horns. Into double. Just too much about that height. I'll just try this. Wat doen je rekenaar? I doubt anyone's going to be watching at this point, but I always think back to the funniest thing I ever saw in a TV show. In the TV show Lucifer, the demon's language is Afrikaans. I think it's Afrikaans, or was it Dutch? But I understand it as Afrikaans. It was just the funniest thing just to see them speak. I was like, you chose Afrikaans as the devil's language. So to see Mazikeen speak Afrikaans was just wild. These little bumps are just going to be the vestigial devil ones. That's all we have left. Yeah, this is the men. I don't know what I'm going to do here. No idea what I'm doing. I think that it's probably best to absolutely. I do see that, yeah, those points are not. Okay, so I'm just going to join you for now, and then I will deal with you later. Yeah, that's what it should be. G6, GX, GX. That's what that should have been. The same plan, yeah, they are. There is. For now, that solves that problem. But let me just make sure I'm not sucking out the last one. I think that's going to be it for today. I really like it. Lots to figure out. I don't know if I should do the solving on stream or like solve it offline and do the next thing. But I think maybe it'll be worth it. I'll just make sure that the next session I'm going to be finished with it for the next stream. That way all of it's complete and able to see. But all in all, yeah, I'm really happy with this. I like it. I know that there's some bits that are not clear yet because I haven't sort of addressed. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Anyway. Stream. Thank you for watching.